Hi, how y'all doing? It's April the 26th, 2025. Here in Ontario, Canada, it's cloud covered. Exhaust all over the place again. It's foggy, right? Um, I haven't made a video for the last couple days because stuff has been going on with one of my sons. The one that his baby's mama left him and got engaged to a man, and she was still living at his house, my son's house, right? And all of a sudden, I think she's losing her mind or she's doing drugs, right? And a lot of weird shit's happened. And she phoned the police and charged him with a crime where the accusation is the proof. So, yeah, he turned himself in. And my daughter bailed him out. She's his surety so that he can fight this case because it's all lies. And if he goes down for it, he's going to be gone for a long time. It was weird. I was on Zoom all day Wednesday. Was it Wednesday? Yeah. No, it was Thursday. All day from 9 to 4. Because I put myself up to being a surety too, right? And he had to have duty cancel. And she was working with the district attorney to put him in jail, right? She's supposed to be working for him. It was just a shit show. But they're all in the same brotherhood, the same cult, right? They all dine with each other, do their rituals with each other. So, what's to be expected? Not much from the legal system, right? Until it gets flipped. But yeah, he's out, and now he's got to get a lawyer and gathering all his proof. The ancestors told me it's okay, right? Because it's the time of karma. He's not going to go down for something he didn't do. So now I just have concerned about my grandson because she decided to disappear. She cut off everybody, her mother, everybody, right? She's been going crazy for a month, and we don't know where my grandson is. CAS is looking for them. Her own mother called the CAS on her, right? So she must know something about her that we don't. That's what I'd say. So yeah, I dealt with that all day Wednesday, and after getting off the Zoom, I was exhausted. I slept really good Wednesday night, and Thursday I just hung out here with my son. His girlfriend came over. No, that was Friday. It was Thursday that we did the Zoom. That's right. And, we just hung out and did what we always do. He went to his girlfriend's last night. So, yeah, I've recouped. I could see my energy changing in the Zoom, eh? It was so weird. I was being worn down. It was like my energy was being drained. I'm not sure what that's about. Not being able to speak up and tell the truth to these corrupt people. Maybe, right? So, yeah, everything will work out. It'll be fine. I have faith. As long as he's telling me the truth, and I believe he is, right? Because he's one of those type of people that tell on themselves all the time. They have to, right? It's just weird. But yeah, it's his conscience, right? His soul doesn't like to lie to his mother. But yeah, the Schuman yesterday was 21. Not posted yet today. Excuse me. I've been learning more stuff about comedic science and the Moors and stuff like this. Did you know that Coca-Cola owns the copyright to Santa because they invented it, right? Through Cronus and uh, Saint Nick and another one, right? Because they realized that selling their pop, their Coke, wasn't being bought in the wintertime. And they wanted to see how, why, and how to get people to drink it all year round because it was a cold beverage, right? And so their marketers came up with a great idea of inventing Santa, all right? So, and December the 20th, and his birthday, or to have it on December the 25th, right? They're copyrighted. You can look it up, right? It's not a spiritual thing at all. It's a capitalist thing, right? So yeah, I learned some stuff that wasn't too nice either about how the JEWS, what their God says that they're supposed to do and allows them to do, and that's to have sex with little girls under 3, right, and little boys. We call it gang rape. They hold it down. They all take their turns, right? They really screw up those people, those children, all for their rituals, right? And they're allowed to do it because their God says so, right? It's so friggin' messed up, man. It really is. And the planets, the gas planets, the planets aren't planets. They are old gods, let's say, right? And they're all dead, right? Nothing in them but gas. There's no way a spaceship could ever land on one. They're not solid, right? All of them. And people who do rituals and call forth the energies of the planets, be it Saturn or Mars or Pluto, Jupiter, and whatever other names these planets go by, because they're named different things in different religions, right? Different cultures, that they're trying to bring the old god back to life, because these gods are trapped. They've been bound, right? And they can't come to Earth anymore, right? They give up their right. They thought they could, but it didn't work out that way. And so people do these rituals to call them forth, right? Well, in their altars and all this stuff, giving their power away to something that they're not sure what it really is, but hey, it'll give me power, right? Magic, whatever. And it's so messed up. It's so messed up, right? You shouldn't worship anything, nothing at all. What is that old saying? Watch what you wish for, right? But you just might get it, you know? This is one of those cases. But people have been so lied to, indoctrinated with the dogma and everything. Everything that is has been made up by those that aren't us, right? Give your power away. You don't have to. You are holy. You are divine. You are the light, right? Like I said before, this is just our spacesuit. But yeah, you'll have to learn what I've been learning to, I think, understand what I'm talking about. But that's the main thing of it. Don't give away nothing. Don't worship nothing. Worship yourself, right? Every night when I go to bed, I give thanks and love and honor and gratitude to myself. I do, for doing such a good job and being such a good people, right? But yeah, I know I don't go into things a lot. It's just who I am as an oracle, you know? It's kind of speaking metaphors, give a one-word answer, or, you know, a sentence, and you have to figure the rest out. Okay? It can't be helped. It's who I am. But if you look back and you read about oracles, you'll find others are the same way. Those that aren't are probably fake. Just like those people that channel people or aliens from other planets. Who are they channeling? Those planets are dead, right? There's nothing. Who are they channeling? I'd be careful. I would. The aliens. If there is aliens, they're outside the ice wall or under the earth, right? And the government wants you, all those spaceships and everything that we see are all government. They've been at it for a very long time. I mean, in India, they had spaceships. The Indian religion or culture talks about what are they called? Starts with a V. Dang, I can't think of the word. Vanama? Maybe it doesn't start with a V. You probably know what I mean. Their temples all have them on the top of them. Ancient spaceships, right? Because there was war. So they've been at this spaceship thing for a very long time. They got all types, right? And that's why they fly. They want you to believe in aliens are going to invade so they can do their alien invasion, right? You know? That's just so messed up. They can't believe nothing, especially the government. The heads or the workers, the slaves of the corporation, the black hand, the black nobility, right? That was hidden in Sweden until they got taken out. Everything has already been taken care of. You ever notice how things are working so fast? Trump says he makes a declaration and it'll take a couple of months, and then a day or two later, it's already been enacted upon. It's because it's already happened, right? But they have to do the show for you. And Gitmo, right? It doesn't look to be much on top of it, on the surface, because they didn't build it out. They built it down, right? So it's all those government employees and people who sacrifice people. That's where they been spending their time, the rest of their time, right? They're all underground in a jail. And I hope it's a horrific one. I do, for what they've done to my sons, my daughters and my sons of the realm, because we are one, right? What they did to the giants, what they did to everything, what they did to the mermaid, what they do to the mermaids, right? There's a lot of justice to be served, I'd say. So, yeah, I know, it's strange, right? The good thing about my son being on Zoom the other day is my sister, my daughter, and one of my other sons showed up, and my niece, and sat here, and we all Zoomed, watched the Zoom, right? Because they had to be on it. My daughter had to be on it. So he's got a lot of support, and my sister's very strong that way, right? She'll find a way to get all the proof he needs, hopefully, you know? So is my daughter, Charity. She's very fond of him. He's one of her favorite brothers, right? So he's got a Scorpio and a Capricorn. Got his back. So, yeah. My neighbors are still being strange, right? I think a lot of people are losing their minds. Yesterday I heard 5 ambulances all in the span of the first part of the day, right? The energy was so high this last week, hasn't it? I think what the highest we got was 76. How about they took off a 0 and it was really 760? You know, I brought that up before in one of my previous videos that I seen that in a comment on the Schuman Resonance, page. A woman had commented that he said it was 60 and she was more like 600. It's really 600. Quit lying, you know? So, yeah. So it's if today, I don't know. Yesterday would have been 21, so 210. According to their astrology, don't get in fights tonight, okay? Somebody or something might try to trigger you. Direct your anger in a positive way. I've spoke about it before, right? Use it for something you want that the dark doesn't, right? Everything's still falling apart. Relationships, families, employment, governments, right? It's crazy. But this is what the end of the realm has to look like, I suppose. It was crazy before. That's what's being brought down, is all the crazy, right? I wonder how people will be able to deal with living in light and love. They're not used to it. Hopefully the consciousness of the collective raises. I think it's going to, right? And those ones that can't handle it, well, they'll just cease to exist. If you catch my drift, right? So yeah. All right. I think that's all. It says it's a new moon. When? Monday? The 28th, I think it is. What's today? 26th. So Monday is a new moon. Right? 3:30, I think, p.m. Or the dark moon. It's not the new moon until we see it a couple days later. Right? But it's not even a moon. It's a spaceship. But that's beside themselves, you know. We're pretending all this stuff is real. Because even though those gas giants and those planets are dead, the only thing they have is light, right? Because we can see them and their light hits us and it still affects our consciousness and our bodies. So, yeah. I think they're even getting weaker, though. So much to learn. So much. But there's no stopping. Just gotta take breaks every once in a while to try to tie things together, you know? There's so much undoing I have to do in my programming, right? I rewire stuff. But that's okay. It's an adventure. Doing a new thing, right? Right. Ascension symptoms. Had a hard time going to sleep last night. It took me about 2 hours. My body just had a lot of icky sensations. My foot was trying to cramp up. It didn't, but it was trying, right? And then I woke up at 5 something in the rise. I've been up since 6. And my body has icky sensations today. It does. I don't think the Schuman is very high. It might be. Who knows? I don't know yet. It's been tricky lately, right? It really has. All I've heard is seagulls outside. No, I haven't seen any birds other than seagulls. Pretty sure my crazy neighbor's feeding them again. What do you do? Right? All right. I think that's all. Hopefully I have a good quiet night. If somebody tries to get a fight with me tonight, won't comply. I don't care what it's about. Right? I don't care what it's about. Just act, don't react. Observe, don't absorb. Right? Stay in your light. And who was I speaking to? My sister the other day? I said, when you're a goddess, I said, if somebody tries to start a fight with you, if you're a queen, would you react? You wouldn't really, would you? They don't matter, do they? Nah. So don't get upset, okay? But she just gave me a big smile and away she went. Right? Because stuff just comes out of my mouth like this when I speak to people, right? I don't know if I'm supposed to tell them or whatever, but it's just I let it go. I let it flow, right? Be in flow, right? Don't resist. Doesn't matter what's happening, right? Unless somebody's trying to harm you physically or rob you, right? And then take appropriate action. But I mean with other things, right? Just be in flow, you know? Because there's something better coming. This is how the universe moves you, you know? It is. Because we're stubborn. We won't go. So it has to force us. I hope you catch my drift. Every day I am stronger than the day before. Every day I'm wiser than the day before. Every day I am more grateful than the day before. Every day I realize who I really am more than the day before. I love you all's consciousness. Enjoy this night or day. Okay? Okay. Bye. You know what the shirt used to say on it? It's all gone now. It used to say, uh, what, something about your opinion doesn't matter to me. I've had it since I was like 30. I don't throw nothing out until it falls off my body. So that's the way I am. Bye.